Beer and loathing. It's time to shut up and drink, the internet's premier trivia drinking game show. We have 3 contestants ready to engage in trivia combat with each other and the rest of the internet. If you can survive 3 rounds of questions, you get to face the equalizer. And it can all come down to one question. Will you secure glory, or will you just have to shut up and drink?
Welcome back once again to Shut Up and Drink Trivia. I'm your host, Slamuel. We're going to be working that part of the brain, as always, that works a little better after a few drinks. As always, our rounds are going to be 6 questions long. There are 3 rounds, so a total of 18 questions. The first 5 of each round are going to be multiple choice, and the 6th question is a fill-in-the-blank question. The multiple choice are worth 100 points, fill-in-the-blanks worth 200 points, and the name of the show is Shut Up and Drink, so if you get a question wrong, do that. It's kind of a gentleman's agreement that we have around here. Here's the catch, as always. Each question is on a timer, and the point value decreases every second. You'll get 30 seconds with multiple choice questions and 45 seconds for fill-in-the-blank questions. And on the very last question of the game, you'll have a chance to wager anywhere from 0 to 100% of all of your points. It's partly for my amusement, partly just to add a little extra stress, so don't let that pressure get to you. We call it the equalizer. Let's do a quick meet of our contestants. Today we have Andy, Dane, and Ryan. Andy and Dane are out here in Colorado with me, and Ryan is... You're still in Michigan, right? We talked about this.
North Carolina.
Oh, that's right. I knew you were in East Coast, but I remember how far east. So yeah, way east. We'll get to know these guys a little bit more in the breaks here of the rounds. Let's just get right into the gameplay and start with question numero uno. Ben, I hope you're ready because I can't hear you. And we're just going to get started. So question number 1, I'm going to read the question and then it's going to go live. So, the first question tonight. Brothers Taylor, Isaac, and Zach make up which band? Brothers Taylor, Isaac, and Zach make up which band? Is that the Kings of Leon, AC/DC, Jonas Brothers, or Hanson? Who knows their brother bands? I know at least 2 of you are kind of music folks, so I just don't know where you stand on that, Dane. All right, we got an okay sign from Dane.
Easy.
All right. Well, I want to ease you into this, don't drop you in fully by the ears. So question 1's over. Brothers Taylor, Zach, and Isaac make up which band? Every single one of you knew that was Hanson. I don't even have to delay the onset of that one. Well done.
Well, that was a wild ass guess on my part. I knew it wasn't Kings of Leon, although I did pause for a second. But.
Okay. I guess Hanson might be a little bit out of your listening preferences there.
I'm timing.
Yeah. Okay, I was going on to question 2, and I was kind of delaying for a second because this involves a word that I have no idea how to pronounce. So, question 2, cephalgia, I'm going to go with cephalgia, is a medical term for what common ailment? Cephalgia is a medical term for what common ailment? Is that fever, chronic diarrhea, headache, or erectile dysfunction? Place your answers, meow. And while you answer, I'm going to have a drink. Dane, you look like you're just having a moment there, an existential crisis of sorts.
Oh, I have nostalgia right now after I looked it up.
Oh no!
That story checks out. All right, question's over. The timer's down. Cephalgia is a medical term for what common ailment? The options again were fever, chronic diarrhea, headache, and erectile dysfunction. All right, what we have here is what I call a good news, bad news question. The good news is nobody's place changed in the rankings because the bad news is everybody got this one wrong. Is in fact headache, and 3 people went chronic diarrhea, and 1 of you went erectile dysfunction. So, just because I put 2 of my chronic problems in there doesn't mean you had to actually answer them that way. So, let's move on to question number 3. Complete this phrase. On Wednesdays, we wear what? On Wednesdays, we wear what? Complete that phrase. Out are welcome, underwear, condoms, or pink. Yeah, Yes. A very hard turn from fancy terms for headaches.
On Wednesdays, we wear chronic diarrhea.
Yeah, maybe so. Oh, God. Oh, I knew this was going to happen.
Every Taco Tuesday, chronic diarrhea.
That's the day after Taco Tuesday. So Wednesdays. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Taco Tuesday. It leads to it, yeah. I got there. All right, so completing this phrase. On Wednesdays, we wear what? The options were out our welcome, underwear, condoms, and pink. One person went out our welcome. You wear out your welcome. You might do that, but for the 75% of you responding, you knew that D was the correct answer. We wear pink. It's a Mean Girls quote. And I honestly have still never seen that movie in its entirety. Oh my God. It's all right. You just got to know the little bits and pieces of it. All right, question number 4. It's another fancy science biology body term. What part of the body secretes the fluid called sebum or sebum? What part of the body secretes the fluid called sebum or sebum? Is that the hair follicles, the nose, the booty hole, or the skin? Yes. The timer is judging you as it counts down.
Well, I'm pretty sure the booty hole leaks something else.
It can.
Chronic diarrhea.
I know, that's, there wasn't a good space for a diarrhea joke in here just yet.
The YouTube is lagging like by minutes.
Oh yeah, don't watch YouTube. That's not going to make sense to you. Okay, question number 4's timer's up. What part of the body secretes a fluid called sebum or sebum? 3 teams, or 3 people I should say, went hair follicles. Nobody said nose, nobody said booty hole. One person said skin. And it is in fact A, the hair follicles. Which, I looked into this. Hair follicles and skin are separate entities technically, so...
Oh, that's fair.
I'm sticking...
I was kind of wondering about it.
I'm sticking with my answer there. We can debate it in the break if we need to. But in the meantime, for question 5, if you were to call out, bring me Eileen Regina Edwards, and the universe responded, who would you get? Which is a very fancy way of saying, who is Regina, or Eileen Regina Edwards? Is that Gina Davis, Kesha, Shania Twain, or Avril Lavigne?
Come on, Eileen.
Avril Lavigne, or Eileen. Come on, Eileen. I see what you did there. I see what you're doing. Oh, man. Fun fact, I'm drinking a cider with habanero in it, and that's why I keep coughing my ass off, because I keep taking a habanero shot to the throat.
Oh, that sounds so good, though.
It is very delicious, very refreshing. I am not mad at my decision, other than I'm just coughing.
I love a habanero.
Yeah, it's about as hot as I can take anymore, too. All right, so question 5's timer is done. If you were to call out, bring me Eileen Regina Edwards, and the universe actually responded, who would you get? One person said Gina Davis, one person said Kesha, and we have another good news, bad news question there, because it was in fact C, Shania Twain is Eileen Regina Edwards.
Why do you pick that name?
Yeah.
Right?
I think Eileen Regina Edwards is the most country name on the planet, so she should have totally stuck with that.
But clearly she picked Shania because Mark was taken.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. All right, gentlemen, we're moving on to question 6, which is going to be our first fill-in-the-blank question of the night. Since I can't spell for shit, I don't expect you to spell anything right, but I need you to get it out phonetically, because if it's a big old mess, I'm not going to help you out. And again, the theme for the night is going to be TV shows that went for 4 seasons. And so we're going to show you a picture and a hint, and you're going to tell us the name of that show. So, question.
Specifically 4 or 4 plus?
Specifically 4.
Okay.
It ended at 4, whether it was canceled or just ran its natural course, but these shows
thank you.
Specifically should be 4 seasons. And I've been known to do this wrong because in one of our bar trivias, I did a 2-season theme, and I put Firefly on there. And after the fact, I was like, wait, Firefly only ran 1 season. So I've been known to be wrong, but it doesn't affect if you can answer the name of this TV show or not. So, our first one up for question number 6. This TV sitcom followed Jimmy, who found himself in custody of an unexpected daughter, Hope, after learning he impregnated a serial killer during a one-night stand. Name that show. 45 seconds to tell me the name of the show where a dude knocked up a serial killer and then raised the baby. And it starred one of the Goonies, a.k.a. Martha Plimpton. Dane, your face is like you don't even have to talk. You just can pantomime your emotions perfectly.
I wear my heart on my sleeve. That's my problem.
Yeah, you do. And that's right. It's one of those things I appreciate about you. All right, looks like we got about 10 seconds left. A little less than that. Get those answers in. There we go. Okay, somebody had a goofy answer there. All right. Let's see. Is there anyone else in there? Well, it looks like only 3 people answered, so there we go. That's going to be... that's going to affect the scores maybe a little bit there. So in this TV sitcom, it followed Jimmy, found himself in custody of a blah, blah, blah baby. What was the name of the show? And it did happen to run 4 seasons. Of the 3 answers, one of you did get it right. One person went, no thanks, I declined to answer, but for the record, I do know the answer. Which feels strangely like an answer, but a non-answer for an answer. And this was not Game of Thrones, although I could see this being a very intricate storyline on Game of Thrones. It was, in fact, Raising Hope. Raising Hope. So yes, yeah, you can give yourselves and or whoever got that right some applause. Okay. Let's go to the scoreboard here and see how we're doing after 1 round, and then we can chat you lovely bastards up a little bit. All right, currently in 4th we have a soulful Jewish man with 148 points. Sorry, it's Ryan in 3rd with 194 points. Ram Billy is in 2nd with 254 points. And the Dane train is the engine running this train in 1st place with 262 points. Okay, it's a pretty good first round. Fellas, how we feel after 1 round? Andy, what's your thoughts?
Super fun. Yeah.
All right.
That's a good format, and I didn't have any clue about what show that was, but
it's all right.
I was trying to remember a different one, but I would have been wrong anyway.
Okay. Well, we'll see if some of the other ones speak. Are you a big TV guy? I know we talk about music all the time, but I don't know if we ever talk about like TV and shit like that.
I've watched like all the big shows, the big ones, but
yeah.
Something like Raising Hope will slip through. Yeah.
That's fair. It was a quirky comedy on Fox. And, actually, since it was on Fox, they're lucky they made it to 4 seasons. Most likely.
Yeah, right. Well, it wasn't about a reality.
Yeah, exactly. No, not a real. I don't know. Maybe it was a reality somewhere, but. Dane, 1 round down. You're at the top of the pile here. What do you think your chances are of staying there?
Fair to low. Raising Hope. Is that a bad knockoff of Raising Arizona, or?
I hadn't thought about that. That's a good question, because I did just watch Raising Arizona the other day, and because I'd never seen that movie, I was like, I probably should bone up on this. And I mean, while they stole a child, it's a very different idea, but it could be. You can see the Coen brothers just kind of sitting there going, "Fucker stole my idea," kinda. Ryan, how are you feeling after 1 round? 3rd place, you're doing all right? You're in the hunt?
Listen, the guild's tearing me up. I didn't actually know about Raising Hope. I was fronting that I knew it. I didn't know.
I didn't know that was you specifically, but now that I do, that's good to know. Okay. I should have known it was an overly verbose answer, so I'm like, that should have been Ryan.
Yeah. I'm an English major. I mean, it is what it is.
It is, yeah.
I'm feeling good. Listen, trivia goes one of two ways, and it's all about whether the questions are in my wheelhouse. And so far, we've been 50-50. I feel good about my score.
Yeah. I know we've been talking for like an hour and some change. I've just not realized you have butt drugs on your shirt, so thank you for wearing a shirt worthy of a streaming trivia game show.
Shout out to butt drugs.
Butt drugs. Big ups to butt drugs, gang. Okay, well, I'm sure there'll be some more butt questions in here, so we might be able to tie some butt drug jokes into the rest of the game here. Let's dive on into round 2 here. But before we do, let's go see what's up in the chat. We got Chatmaster Mike. He's there. He's got some jabs in there. The last one being that don't impress me much. Obviously, with the Shania Twain question.
Fair.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Oh? Oh, okay. I thought that was I got something going on here. All right. I'm cracking into a
That
new
don't
beer.
impress me much. Oh. That's how the song went. Those are the lyrics.
That's if Stephen Hawking was doing that for karaoke.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get this other beer open. All right, fellas, we're going back to the multiple choice format again for 5 more questions and then another fill in the blank, and we'll wash, rinse, repeat. Question, make sure I'm on the right one, number 7 is where we're starting, is what animal has the highest blood pressure of any living animal?
My ex-wife.
Well, I don't think I have any names here, but if she is the animal in question here,
AKA the
good for you. Good for you.
Does she have a long neck?
So what animal has the highest blood pressure of any living animal? Which I said animal too many times. We have dog, gorilla, giraffe, and bird. The burbs. All right, there we go. The countdown timer is donezo. What animal has the highest blood pressure of any living animal? 3 of you, 75% responding, got this one right. It was not a bird. Which one person went with? It was a giraffe. A giraffe. And yes, the long neck.
Gotta get that blood to the brain.
Ryan's trying to give away answers to the competition here. He's like, yeah, let's everyone have a shot at this. We're playing communist trivia. Everyone gets an answer. Okay. What are the dying words of Charles Foster Kane in Citizen Kane? That's question number 8. The dying words of Charles Foster Kane in Citizen Kane. Is it Rosebud, I shit my britches, I always gagged on the silver spoon, and be a gentleman and eat ass are our options. So which of these are the final words of Citizen Kane? Oh. I'm on the screen twice now. Looks like Andy dipped out.
You could have asked me any other question about Citizen Kane and I would have got it wrong.
Yeah, right. I feel like this one's a pretty culturally well-known question. So, timer's done. The dying words of Charles Foster Kane. 3 people are still responding, and those 3 that responded got that 100% right. That was A. Rosebud. Good old
It's about a butthole, you guys.
I know, I was trying to, yeah, it looks like a butthole, right? Ooh, excuse me. There's some habanero kickbacks going on there. Okay, question number 9. What simple bodily function has the fancy-ass name sternutation? Sternutation. What simple bodily function has the fancy-ass name sternutation? Sternutations, and good luck to you. Is it orgasming, sneezing, farting, stopping your pee midstream? Which one of these is sternutation? All right, we're down to the 10-second mark. Oh God, now everything's getting all jacked up here. Okay, we're back after a little bit of some technical debauchery. We figured out all this bullshit about the the Polar Express, it didn't go to hell, blah, blah, blah. All right, so now I'm gaining my wits about me. We're going back to question number 11. Oh, and Ryan, you're talking about stuff that's up your wheelhouse. Question number 11 is, what condiment did Smashing Pumpkins name a song after in 1993?
Oh, it's the best song of all time.
Pretty sure we used to listen to this song a lot back in the day. So is that ranch,
it's
mayonnaise,
so fucking good. It's
Frank's
so
Red
good.
Hot, or is that ketchup? Yeah.
Frank's
condiment-
Red Hot, motherfucker.
Could you just imagine Billy Corgan singing out Frank's Red Hot?
The funny thing is, I don't think the condiment name occurs at any point during the song. It's just randomly named that.
Oh yeah, no, he's not talking about a BLT or anything.
Yeah.
What condiment was the Smashing Pumpkins song named after in 1993? It was not ranch, and no one voted ranch, so that's good. It was not Frank's Red Hot. One person went Frank's Red Hot, and sorry, no dice. It was not ketchup. It was what 50% of you knew was mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. It's a
So
beautiful
good.
song.
Spelled wrong,
That-
or they spelled it
song
wrong,
every.
or someone else spelled it wrong, or something like that. Wasn't that the whole thing behind the song?
Maybe? That does sound vaguely familiar. I could believe that. Like, that's why he titled it, because everyone spells it wrong?
It's spelled correctly on the CD. Like the track is named right.
I could see Billy Corgan doing some weird shit like that. He just basically looks like mayonnaise put into a human-shaped fucking bottle anymore.
Oh, for
so-
sure. Billy Corgan is definitely human mayonnaise, 100%.
Yeah. I think on a different bar trivia night, I had a picture on where you had to name Billy Corgan. I said he was the human embodiment of Jack Skellington too, which I still think is fairly
fair.
accurate. But we're not going down a Billy Corgan smash hole here. Let's go into question 12. Our next fill in the blank, which is going to be about a TV show that ran for 4 seasons. And for this one, this show was a tech thriller starring Rami Malek as a cybersecurity engineer and hacker with social anxiety disorder, clinical depression, and dissociative identity disorder. Name the show. And that is a mouthful to say after you've had one hot cider and half of a Mexican lager. And,
God, I hope I remember this correctly.
I mean, like I said, if you can at least get the spelling remotely right, we'll be
problem.
merciful.
I wanted to say something, but it was nice off title, and that's not right.
Oh no, it is. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. So Andy does know this one.
That's a Belgian. Ooh, nice. Oh, big here. Yeah, 10 minutes. It's going big.
Wow, your camera keeps going blurry for a second. I thought you had a big black something else going on there.
The temptation to be like, no, do it slow, do it.
Dulcimo.
Time to open this thing up, it's gonna explode all over. Just like you know what.
I mean, he's getting his hands on there.
He's gonna have a handful of mayonnaise in a second.
I only know Dane has a strong grip because of the handshake. No other reason. All right, while he is pouring from his Magnum bottle, this show is a tech thriller starring Rami Malek as a cybersecurity engineer, yada fucking yada, name the show. You all knew this one. Well done. This was Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot. And I love this show, and I'm ashamed to say I have not seen anything past season 2. So I feel like
Guest
if I
starring
keep...
Christian Slater.
I know, right?
Right?
Speaking of our Heather's connection earlier.
Yeah, yes. It's sober Christian Slater, not drunk Christian Slater like Heather's.
Right.
All right, so
Oh, that's
let's see where we're at after 2 rounds in the rankings. Sadly, nobody showed up to play live. We got a few people watching, but we have a soulful Jewish man still in 4th with 372 points. Oh, Ram Billy, Andy, you have dropped a spot down to 3rd with 572 points. Sorry, It's Ryan decided to show up and play. He's in 2nd with 734 points. And the Dane train powers through, challenging the Polar Express for the best train of the night with 816 points. So, well done. Well done. Okay, so 2 rounds down. Andy, did you have thoughts on your change of ranking here?
Well, when my electronic world went to hell, I knew the answer to that question, but I couldn't get it. So I would have fared a little better.
Your electronic world was on the Polar Express that went straight to hell. In the alternate universe that went right down the pit.
It was the one right before that I missed. Which one
okay.
was that one?
Yeah, sorry for I couldn't tell if you were still playing or if it was a temporary thing, and then I was like, we should probably take a break and figure out.
It was a new phone, and I plugged it in, and I think it was the combination of that.
Yeah, technology, man, it betrays us. It fucks us over many times. That's all right. So, after 2 rounds, how you feel about the potential for round 3? You think you're gonna stage reclaiming your place, maybe even usurping Dane there? It's only a measly 230 something points you got to do it.
We'll see. As long as it doesn't involve Shania Twain.
Nope, there should be no more Shania Twain songs. I usually do a one and done with stuff like that. Usually.
Yeah, that is such a strange name change, though. I mean, I guess Elaine Edwards is pretty boring, but Shania just fucking made a name.
It is. It's. I mean, all words are made up already, so it's like, is it really that much more made up than the rest? Like, someone at one point wasn't named Andy, and someone's like, what's a good name? Andrew. Let's do this. Dane, you're still the lead dog here, man.
Well, I think knowing you, it was all medical questions and Mean Girls / teeny bopper bands. So I kind of knew that's where you're going. So I studied that this week.
All right, that's good. That's good. I'm scanning ahead at the questions to see if I stuck to that theme for the next 6. We might mix it up. We might mix it up a little bit. So don't worry. Don't worry. And Ryan, the man who has advanced his status at this point. Are you trying not to get too big of a head here, or are you ready to just be like, I'm gonna Macho Man Randy Savage talk shit all night long now?
First round, like 3rd place. 2nd round, 2nd place. 3rd round, I'm going to 1.
Yeah, you're inverting the bird basically. You're running it.
Yeah, let's go.
You're running a reverse train. All right, I'm here for it. That's cool. All right, so a little more chat this time around. Andy, have any of these questions? I don't want to say offended you, but have you been like, what the fuck, man? Like any questions where you're just like, why would I know this? Why would you ask this?
What is happening? I think it's all been like, not like too remote or difficult, too obscure.
Not too niche.
But like I didn't know Raising Hope, but I'd heard of it for sure.
Okay.
I just didn't know the theme of it, but I'd heard about it. So that means it's not so obscure.
I personally feel a little better knowing that everyone knew Mr. Robot, because with those questions, I'm always like, am I going too obscure? Am I just digging into the things that I know and like? And I think I started it just as like a TV question, and then I picked Raising Hope and Mr. Robot, and I just looked, and they both happened to be 4 seasons long. I'm like, I got to find another show that's been 4 seasons long, and so it wasn't like I'm that clever and thought like, here's a good tie-in.
It just kind of came together.
Yeah. Dane, same question. Any? I mean, you're winning, so you probably love all these questions.
No, I hate all the questions. Don't want being here. It's terrible. No. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing too niche that's making me angry that I didn't know. But
all right.
Yeah, Raising Hope. Didn't like that one.
Part of me feels like I'm not doing my job right if I'm not angering anybody, but I'll take that. I'll take it as a plus either way. And Ryan, you're sitting there like a proud genie who just got released from his lamp. What's
I'm mad as hell. I'm not taking it anymore. Fuck you. Is that better? You feel good now?
There we go. Yeah, I need to stir up some controversies somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to do that.
Wouldn't it be very?
Listen, I'm here to provide that.
What's that?
I said, wouldn't it be very trivial to get upset over trivia?
Yes, I think it would. But we we're trivial at Shut Up and Drink. I'm a trivial person. It's all right. I like to have fun, and that's the whole point of this. So I feel like I thought I did a good job today when I wrote these. I'm like, oh, I threw in some diarrhea jokes and some other stuff, and honestly, these feel pretty vanilla. But I know for a fact there's a few other. I usually do a lot of Urban Dictionary, and spoiler alert, there's an Urban Dictionary question that's going to lead off this round. But it's still pretty vanilla for my Urban Dictionary questions. So with that spoiler alert, let's dive into round 3. Let me get into the old game mode here. Excuse-moi. All right, here we go. Question lucky number 13 to start out round 3. What does Urban Dictionary define as a large gathering of adult males with the sole mission of getting drunk? What does Urban Dictionary define as a large gathering of adult males with the sole mission of getting drunk? Is it bunch of dicks, frat pack, bropocalypse, or rolling probable cause?
Oh, that's a wild guess. I'm stabbing.
We got a wag the dog. And honestly, like, I think when I go to title this episode later on the replay, the answer to this question might just have to be part of it, because I mean, I know we all got together and we may or may not be bros, and I don't know if our sole purpose was to get drunk, but I'd like to think we did our part to give it a college try.
Fuck, I should have picked Bropocalypse. Good for you.
Yeah, I did. I was trying not to give away the answer. I totally did, didn't I? What does Urban Dictionary define as a large gathering of adult males with the sole mission of getting drunk?
I can't switch.
No, you can't switch. Once you enter your answer, it is there. And you went frat pack, obviously, as did half of the people responding. The correct answer was C, Bropocalypse, as we have now determined. Man, third round. I'm on my third beer in the third round, and that's when my hosting duties start getting a little sloppy. I got sloppy on that one. I'm gonna say sorry, not sorry. Oh, there we go.
You're a prince.
You're a king, so there you go. All right, gentlemen. Question number 14. What sport used the term home run before baseball? What sport used the term home run before baseball? Was it cricket, tennis, foosball, or rugby? The rugby. I know this is very, very old, but Chatmaster Mike was very happy with your True Lies reference back there, Ryan. the double finger gun. That's how we know we're in good shape. Okay, question 14 is done. The sport that used the term home run before baseball. One person said rugby. No. But the rest of you, 3 of you, said cricket, and that is correct.
Hell yeah.
Interesting thing about baseball, just a couple of years ago, people realized that it actually was not invented in America.
Oh, they finally figured it out.
Referenced by one of the Bronte sisters in their novel prior to its supposed invention in New York.
Are you the voice of the Baseball Hall of Fame for that section, or just do you actually host it yourself personally? Because either or, I'm into it both ways. That's cool.
Let me play foil here, because as an American, I've played cricket, and I'm here to tell you it sucks ass. So
I've never played it, and
it sucks.
I've never watched
it's stupid.
it. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm good with none of that.
You can play cricket on the Xbox. Like, there's a game for it. Like, why would I do that to myself?
Did you hear crickets while you're playing cricket?
Home runs. Do we have other?
Oh, I don't have that information at my fingertips, so that's a question for another day. In the meantime, let's go on to the next question, number 15, which is, what does the scientist called a cytologist study? See, here we go. I'm getting sloppy. What does a scientist called a cytologist study? Is it cells, your mom, organs, or booty holes? Booty holes making their second appearance for the night. and double finger guns from Ryan. He approves. Meanwhile, Dane's face is telling a story. It's weaving a tapestry of feelings and emotions. And
I want to think booty holes straight out from the gate. Booty holes is always the answer, right? But
I mean,
your mom, close second, right?
If it comes
So
to
then you
like,
go, okay.
what would be a way to make the world better with more what? Booty holes would definitely be the answer.
Well,
But that's a
or
different
your
quiz
mom.
session. I don't know if you've met my mom, but you're right. She is a joy and a pleasure, and the world would be better with more of her around. But
Okay, but here's the thing. You come to a point in your life where your mom is not the good answer, because my mom, at this point, terrible at sex. She's been dead since 2016. Like,
Whoa!
that's not good for anyone.
As good as my ex-wife.
wow, that took a turn. Ooh, so many turns. Let's.
Sorry, Sam.
No, I think it was Andy's follow-up that might have got me there. Like you already put me on the path, and then that just was the finishing move right there. That put me down in the pit. That was the uppercut that put me down in the pit. That's my ex-wife too. So what does the scientist call the cytologist study? No need to fuck around the bush and find out. All of y'all knew that was A, cells. Very well done. Very well done. Along with all the other stupid shit you said afterwards. That made my day. Here comes question number
Everyone
16.
knows their Latin.
Yeah, well, you know what? No, I'm not even going to touch it. What historical event of the 20s helped pave the way for NASCAR as we know it? That's question 16. What historical event of the 20s helped pave the way for NASCAR as we know it? Was it the release of the Great
Fuck, I hit the
Gatsby,
wrong button.
Great
Damn it.
Depression, 19th Amendment, Prohibition? Oh fuck, I hit the wrong button is not an answer, but yeah. I know which
Just
one.
know when I lose, I should have won. That's all you need to take away.
If you lose by, do you want to know how many points you missed out on for that, Ryan? Because I can tell you how many points you got wrong. You would have had not.
Take my wrong. If you can take
no.
my wrong and circulate it too, if I'd gotten it right, then we can talk.
I could do that, but I'm not going to. But
No, I don't want you to. I just want to, when we have the conversation at the end of the game, that's the conversation I want to have.
Okay. So you don't want to know how many. You don't want to know right now how many points you missed out on, because I could tell you.
Well, I assume if I click the right thing, it would be the amount of points I got. Like, this is telling me you got this many points right if that's the right answer.
Okay. Oh, it does
So
tell you that?
we just
Okay.
I can tell you, Sam, that you got 2 points wrong because it was the 21st Amendment.
You're right. Yeah. But that's the point. It's not.
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I clicked the wrong
Hold
button. I
on.
saw amendment and went, that's the one, but it's not that one. It's the other thing. It's the word for it. I fucked up real bad is the conversation we're having right now.
No, you did. Yeah, it's all right. So the historical event of the 20s that helps pave the way for NASCAR as we know it, it was not the Great Gatsby. It was not the Great Depression. I mean, in
It
a
was
way,
not the 19th fucking amendment, you dipshit. It was.
It was D, Prohibition. Had those sweet stock cars for bootlegging. Why not race them after drinking all that moonshine? Is my note to myself in the question notes. Oh, Ryan, I'm sorry, but that
I live in North Carolina. People are gonna beat me when I walk into the street now. They're gonna be like, "Hey, you're that motherfucker," and it's gonna be a thing. So,
You know-
Can I donate some points to him for that? Like,
no,
I feel bad.
absolutely not. No.
Here's the conversation. Here's what we're gonna have at the end. Whatever points I lost there, 93 points. Attribute 93 points to my score, and that's where I would have been. That's the conversation we're having.
I want to go back to what you're saying about you getting beaten in public, because if people in North Carolina see this and recognize you, like, I see that as a huge win for me personally. Like, I'm sorry for your physical
100%.
well-being, but like,
Sam, I will take that beating
massively.
for you. I'm happy to do it, but I still want my 93 points.
And that is what 20 years of friendship will do to me. And you know what? I'll tell you what. You get punched, I'll give you 93 points for every punch you take.
Hell yeah. 6 months from now, I'm gonna text you and be like, I won that game.
I know. 6 months later, post whatever, trivially, Ryan's like, I smoked this game. I got beat the fuck up.
Except for
Okay.
finger dexterity. I would be the king of the world.
Yeah, exactly. No. It's all right. It's all right. Finger dexterity is one thing. It's just, you know, you got the fat pads. You got, I don't know, your fingers look pretty slim. You know what? Let's not get into finger slimness right now. That's a whole other rabbit hole we don't need to do. We're two questions away from discussing this in depth. Question number 17 is going to be, what is the flattest continent? What is the flattest continent? Is it Africa, Australia, South America, or your sister?
Shit. All right, let's see.
All right, Ryan. Keep those fingers in check, bro. There's a sister joke in here. Watch those fingers. Andy had to leave the camera for this. He's like, I can't even for this. And Dane too. Everyone's just like, nope, we're running.
Oh, I gotta go.
I was gonna say, Ryan, it's just you and me now. All right, now it's just me and Ben in the background. This is good. This is good. All right, we got the players back.
Proud of you, buddy.
We're determining if anyone switched shirts. Dane did not. He's wearing his Lucky Taco shirt, which is why he's in first place, I'm guessing.
This motherfucker.
All right, so question 17. What is the flattest continent? 100% of you knew it was not your sister. It was, in fact, B, Australia. Well done. It's huge.
All right.
It's flat.
Excellent.
I know this is not part of the question, but a fun fact, I just learned that New Zealand is now considered part of a continent called Zealandia, and is also part of a bigger continent that is sunk to the bottom that starts with a G. Anyway, look it up. It's fucking weird. Apparently New Zealand is not attached to Australia. Or if it is, it's not.
Well, they have a different accent.
I mean, oh, dude.
It's a totally different accent.
I know. I don't even want to get into that right now. I've watched a Australian and a New Zealander converse. It's like a Michigander like you and I, Ryan, talking to a Canadian, and like you really an outsider can't hear the difference, but you and me were like, oh no, he says everything completely different than us. It's not
Right.
even
Like I
close.
said, we're shaking hands here, but this is totally different.
Yeah. Yeah. At least if you're a New Zealander and you're talking to an Australian, you know for a fact the Australian can drink better than you. Kind of like we know a Canadian can drink better than us.
Fuck him. I'll take him out. Let's go.
it's just a fact of life. Okay. Before we get on a Canadian bashing thing, we had a lot of Canadian questions last time. This time we're not going to do that. We're going on to question number 18. That's our last one of the night. This one is a little different because you're going to be able to wager between 0 and 100% of your points. So I got to tell you how many points you have. Ben, would you bring up the rankings here, por favor? So you know how to gamble properly. Chucky X has joined the game. Thanks, man. You're not going to be able to gamble anything because you have 0 points. But a soulful Jewish man, you have 604 to just squander away. Sorry, it's Ryan. You're back down in third with 987.
God damn it.
Just behind Ram Billy with 1,008. And the Dane train is still in first with 1,174. So, you know what you have. You know what your opponents have. You're going to have...
Can I give Chucky X half of my points?
Absolutely not. No. Chucky X...
I tried.
Chucky X just needs to learn to show up on fucking time.
On time. I'll tell him.
Okay. Oh, that's your buddy? Okay, I was like, I don't know who Chucky X is.
My son.
All right, well, next time.
He's a man.
Okay.
He's got 2 degrees. He's an economist.
He is a man at 23.
He's a man.
So, the big thing here right now is you're going to have 15 seconds to wager your points. You're not going to know what the question is until after you wager, so I'm not going to tell you. And even in my sloppy-ass condition, I'm not going to leak that. And then once the 15 seconds are up for wagering, we're going to dive right into the questions. So it's going to be one where you don't really get it before the timer starts, but the good news is your points don't decrease on this one. They stay the same. So whatever you wager is what you're going to get. So you'll have 45 seconds between me reading it, you reading it, and blah, blah, fuckity blah, all that stuff. So with that, let's go on to the wagering portion. Right, meow, Ben, pour in, thank you. There we go. 15 seconds to wager. It gives you some presets. You can wager 0, half, or all, or you can just custom type in whatever you want. If you just want to put in like 69 or something stupid. Oh, here it goes. This show recently concluded and centers around a former U.S. Marine from Cleveland who works as a hitman and eventually joins an acting class, leading to him questioning his path in life. Name that show. That is a long one. I'm not repeating it. But I do love the picture because the picture has one of my favorite characters from that show in it. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. I'll let you figure that out on your own. Oh boy. All right, no answers in yet. We got about 10 seconds here. Here we go. Oh man, okay, we got some good answers for this one. Oh yeah. This sucks. One of you know this show, but not enough. Okay, so this show recently concluded. It centers around a former U.S. Marine from Cleveland who works as a hitman, eventually joins an acting class, leading him to question his path in life. Name the show. 2 of you got this right. 2 of you did not. Yeah, one of you knew for sure and said, fuck me. That is not the show. I feel like we got a few years left before we see a show called Fuck Me, but it's gonna happen. The show is not called Hank, but that is NoHo Hank in the picture. So close. But the correct answer was in fact Barry. Barry. I did not put a picture of Bill Hader in there because I wanted to make it a little more whatever you want to call it, a little more tricky.
I was trying to think of with Raising Hope, so it shows you that I barely know these things.
It's all right.
Raising Barry was running.
Raising Barry.
Yeah, Raising. Honestly, like I might have. I don't know. I might have been like, Ben, let's count Raising Barry. I don't know if I would have, but because Barry is a very childish character in the first place.
Good show. You guys liked it?
The last season was fucking weird, but the lead up to it was great. Yeah, it was fun. All right, do you guys wanna find out how y'all did?
I know how I did.
Yeah. All right, so Ben, I actually am going to show the rankings. I got the controls here, but in 5th place, Chucky X. Thanks for showing up. If you show up a little earlier next time, you'll be able to earn some points that you can wager. But appreciate you watching and being an audience member. A soulful Jewish man stayed in the 4th place. Did not get the one right, and it was 0 points. Ram Billy. Sorry, Andy. You know this though. You went all in. You have to go all in. That's the move. And did not quite get it. And it was 0.
If I'd gone all in, I would have won.
Well, you know, with 1,481 points, that's who was in 1st place. And that was actually, it's Ryan, because Dane put a custom amount in. He went in 186 points, and he got it right still, but he ended with 1360. 1360 to 1481.
Oh, wow.
And Ryan's prophecy has been fulfilled. He went from 3rd to 2nd to 1st in reverse order. So,
how do you like them apples?
I'm not Matt Damon, so I don't know. Well, fellas, that might have been a first. I think it's been a while since we had a leapfrog, or at least someone go 3, 2, 1 like that. That's impressive. Sorry, I just got a little bit of extra carbonation going on there.
That was exciting.
Ryan, let's start with you. You finished on 1st. You're excited. I can see it in your face. Tell us your thoughts. Tell us your thoughts, your emotions, your dreams. What's going through your mind right now that you have won the 7th episode of Shut Up and Drink Trivia on the live stream?
Listen, I'm happy anytime I get to play anything. Like, I enjoy the game. I enjoy the process. Winning is a bonus. Way into that. Like, if I'm deeply honest with myself, that's where I live. I'm happy for that outcome.
That's awesome.
It was great. It was a good time. Happy to have it. Thank you for having me.
That is
excited to be here.
That is some I'm going to Disneyland shit right there for sure. We'll go in reverse order now. Dane, the Dane train. You're at the head of the whole cart pulling. Where do you think it all went wrong? No confidence in yourself there. You voted low, or you wagered low, I should say.
Yeah, I didn't bet right. That's my fault. Knew the answer, didn't bet right.
You had to cover the difference by 1 point.
If I'm honest, Dane, you should have had it.
Yeah, 82 more points, and you would have nudged out Ryan by 1.
Cheers to you.
It's that damn raising hope.
Actually, that math was horrible. That is not right at all. Whatever I said, ignore it. But yeah. Anyway, that damn Raising Hope, that shit of a show that got canceled after 4 seasons. Well, we still appreciate you coming on. Your Lucky Taco shirt, it carried you for a good couple rounds there.
Yeah, it did.
Did we sully the taco shirt? That actually would make me feel bad if we sullied the taco shirt.
You're never gonna. No, tacos are always a good thing. So,
amen.
Just gotta wager more next time.
Just trust in yourself. Trust the process. Andy, you went all in, and it didn't work out. What are we thinking here? Regrets? Any regrets?
I'm just a little bit too counterculture to keep up with all the mainstream media. The current phase of shows. I shouldn't say mainstream.
It's all right.
And that makes you the real winner.
I have a lot of lucky guesses. Like Hanson was a total lucky guess for me.
And that's funny. I'm
like 13 years, 15 years older than you.
Yeah.
So they were like not in my listening.
But I wasn't sure if they were one of those things where like, God, I can't believe this is what the kids are listening to.
Honestly, I don't really know what they sound like, but I assume I would.
Honestly, they're not that bad of a band. They play their own instruments. They write their own songs. It's just pop rock stuff. Yeah. Totally. And now they make beer. They
I don't dig music. I respect the musician.
Many years ago,
they make beer.
Well, they don't make it. They lend their name and their whatever approval to a beer. Yeah, hops instead of bop.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. But people they came out. I don't remember how many years ago it was. They came to Great American Beer Festival and were hanging out at the booth of the brewery that makes their beer. So people I've seen pictures of people who met various members of the band and stuff. So I think they know their
members of the three of them.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, I'm being serious here. I think they all know their time in music is way fucking done. But
oh yeah. I've seen
everyone
it recent as 2016 of them performing their songs, and they clearly are aware of their place in time, and are the whole nostalgia factor. They're rolling forward.
Their time in the zeitgeist, as it were.
Yeah, 100%. The savvy kids, proud of them. Hope they succeed.
They need to take Macaulay Culkin under their wing. Right?
Macaulay's the same vibe. He gets where he falls in the whole. Yeah, good for them. Hope they
trying to revive his career and stuff. Come on.
Is he?
Probably not gonna.
I've heard he cleaned his act up a little bit, and after watching Kyrian do a bunch of shit like Succession and stuff, I think there's room in the world for some Macaulay to come back. I think that'd be a comeback story we'd all root for. I mean, Charlie Sheen's coming back to TV.
Yep, come on. Just come on.
He's a detestable person, so if he can do it, anybody can do it.
Chatmaster Mike here is saying he does a lot of videos with Red Letter Media. So apparently, if you want to see what Macaulay Culkin's the fuck up to, check out Red Letter Media. Whoever they are and whatever they do. And he had an album about pizza, is what Mike is saying. There's also a band called Horse the Band who had an album. It was an EP. It wasn't an album, but it was an EP about pizza. And
Pizza?
pizza, yes.
As in pizza.
Yeah, as in Domino's, Little Caesars, not Jimmy John's,
Okay,
the Papa John's. Now, Ryan, I don't know what you listen to these. I think we talked about this, but I don't remember anymore. But if you like really screamy, like hardcore, you should check out Horse the Band. And they're any of you, if you like any of this stuff, should check it out. But Horse the Band has an EP about pizza, and there's a song in there called Pizzeria, spelled like diarrhea, in the pizzeria. And it's a stupid ass name, but a very, very heavy song. I like it. So, man. All right, gentlemen. So that is what we've got for trivia. Thank you for coming out tonight and hanging out with us. Andy, I'm glad we could get through your technical difficulties. Your computer performed admirably on the second half of the game. And hopefully we'll see you guys around on the show again in the future. In the meantime, Shut Up and Drink. We do bar events around Denver. You can see us on Tuesdays at Walshanky Ciders for bingo. You can see us at Recess Beer Garden for trivia. On Wednesdays, we're at both Resolute Brewing locations in Arvada and Centennial for trivia. On Thursdays, we're in Lakewood at 5:30 p.m. at 6 and 40 Brewery. We're in Parker, Colorado at 7 p.m. at Fiction Beer Co. Parker. And we do some one-off events, like occasionally doing music bingo at Halfpenny in Centennial. And our shit's always growing, so follow along, see where we're at if you're in the Denver metro area. If you're not, sucks to be you, I guess. Watch the live stream. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Oh, Ryan, you got something to say? Let's do it. Hear it.
Yeah. Listen, if you are in the Denver metro area and you're not showing up on one of these trivia experiences, I'm so disappointed. Your mother and I are very disappointed in you, and you need to show up. Like,
And your sister Australia is very black.
yeah, 100%.
My Australian sister.
Your Australian sister is super flat, and we're all disappointed.
Yeah, we're all disappointed. Everybody.
Go see Sam and all his people, and you are trash if you don't.
All right. Well, once we get this full steam going, you're gonna be my hype man, like the suited guy in that ska band. Oh Jesus! All right, I lost it. Doesn't matter. The Boss Tones. Yeah, the Boss Tones. There we go. 3 beers in 3 rounds. It'll do it to you, gentlemen. Thank you all so much again for coming out. And everyone else, we're doing this again in 2 weeks on Monday the 14th, so 27th-ish. We'll have new guests, and we'll do this again. We'll see what happens. So in the meantime, enjoy yourselves. Be smart. Drink beer or liquor or wine. Just have a good time. There it is. Boom and boom and boom.